Well, good Sunday morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson with 13 News Now. We are our first warning, which probably be the first of a few for today, as we are anticipating a very strong cold front to roll through the area. But ahead of this, we're expecting some strong to possibly severe storms, and now that possible is now likely. We have this severe thunderstorm warning now, but notice how it's outlined, if you can tell with all the rain on the map, outlined in the red. Let's take this graphic full screen so people can see what I'm talking about. This one it goes over the Virginia-North Carolina line. This is anywhere from right north of Ahoskie through Murfreesboro and Franklin. But I want you guys to notice, I'm going to take off the sweeping radar to show you that it has a red outline. When we have that red outline, that means that we are expecting a tornado possible in this area. To give those who live in Isle of Wight and Franklin, Murfreesboro, into parts of northeastern North Carolina, this is what you should know for this particular severe thunderstorm warning. This one, again, is for this area right here in parts of our southwestern portions of the viewing area. The severe thunderstorm warning goes for Franklin, Suffolk, and Gates County, Hertford County, Isle of Wight, and Northampton counties as Northampton, North Carolina. That goes until 11:30, so you have about 30 minutes on this warning. And we should expect within the severe thunderstorm warning to be prepared for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Expect damage to some trees, some weaker trees or older trees, and then potential power lines that may go down with those very gusty winds within that severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is for Franklin, Suffolk, Gates County, Hertford County, Isle of Wight, and Northampton County, North Carolina. And again, this is about 30 minutes left on the severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible. So with this, I would treat this as a true severe thunderstorm with the potential of a tornado. Try to get to an interior room if you can, just in case, because with any of these tornado possible tags, it's a possibility that we could see a tornado warning being issued downstream, as we can see a little bit of rotation maybe possibly developing. Now, right now, we can kind of see, if you take this full screen again, where we're seeing some of that rotation, and it's going to be in these areas that's going to be right between Murfreesboro and Franklin. And then I think this little rotating one to the north of Lassiter Crossroads, that's going to be mainly for this system or this little cell right here just south of Murfreesboro. But all the way up through Franklin, seeing a little bit of rotation in each of these. As you can kind of see, these storms trying to get its act together to try to produce a little bit of rotation. But right now, severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag. So not a tornado warning, but if you are in this area, make sure that you are inside. Even some heavier rainfall as you get near Mittensville, but everybody is underneath a severe thunderstorm watch if you live in the peninsula and south, excluding the northern parts of the peninsula and Surry County. This goes for all 7 cities of Hampton Roads down through northeastern North Carolina. Elizabeth City, Ahoskie, you are also included in this as well as the Outer Banks. So during this time, from now through 3 p.m., you need to make sure that you know where your safe place is. You need to be inside, where an interior room is away from windows. And even so, regardless if we see any severe thunderstorms developing outside of the one we have actively right now, we will have some high winds. Right now, a high wind warning is in effect for the majority of our area. Any places south of the Albemarle Sound or the southern Outer Banks, you are not included in this. This high wind warning is for sustained winds up to 30 miles per hour, gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour if you live in that purple color. This is outside of thunderstorm wind gusts. So we can still see thunderstorm wind gusts anywhere from 55 to 65 to 70 miles per hour at the highest. Now, recent wind gusts across parts of the peninsulas have been as high as 40 to 45 miles per hour in places like Hampton. The further north you go, not as breezy, but the south side, the winds are just whipping. We're seeing wind gusts right now, non-thunderstorm wind gusts. Remember, it's only lightly raining in most of the south side. We're talking non-thunderstorm wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. On the northeastern North Carolina side of things, even stronger as you get near Manio. Current or recent wind gusts as high as 52 miles per hour. So that high wind warning still in effect, but also we're under a severe outlook. Right now is level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Wind gusts could be as high as 60 to 65 to 70 miles per hour with any thunderstorms we do see for today. Our tornado risk is there. It's on the lower side, but it is there. As you've seen, we have that severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag for places like Franklin down through Murfreesboro. But again, that possibility is on the lower side, but I have seen these cells trying to rotate in these areas, and we've seen that just north of Richmond, where there's also now that has moved to the east, a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag that is also on this line of pretty strong storms. You can kind of see where the strongest storms are for this arrow that's I'm taking you through Tappahannock, through Stevensville, and down through Petersburg, where we're seeing some really heavy rainfall and gusty winds. Wouldn't be surprised if we add Gloucester, Matthews, places just north of Williamsburg into this downstream severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible. But any of these little areas are trying their best to rotate. I mean, look at how many little rotating cells our computers are picking up, anywhere from Milestown through Tappahannock, Miller's Tavern to the east of you, West Point starting to see a little bit of early rotation, and then down for our little cells here in North Carolina and the extreme south side, also seeing that. But the main reason I came on for this stream was to tell you about the one that is in our viewing area right now. This is going to be the severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible, not a tornado warning, but still, if you are in this area, please be indoors as this system passes. We're talking anywhere from about Franklin County, Suffolk, and the Gates, Hertford, Isle of Wight, Northampton County, North Carolina. And that's going to continue as we get into the next about 20 to 25 minutes. With this system, we can see wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour, damage to trees and to possibly power lines. So again, not the safest conditions to be outside. I'd recommend you being inside, but I can even see now with these little small cells embedded within this rain, you can kind of see where we're starting to see them trying their best to rotate. This is just south of Murfreesboro, south and east of Murfreesboro, up into Highway 258. And South Quay. So even then, we're talking some heavier rainfall, Kellogg's Fork, Mittensville, Parker's Fork, some heavier rainfall moving through your area right now. Not severe warned, but I wouldn't be surprised if they issue that as the system moves east. This system's moving super quickly. I mean, our forecast models were easily about 30 minutes to an hour behind on the actual timing of this cold front, but it's good news for us because the faster we can get out of this system, the less time we had to spend in our weather impact alert for your Sunday. But we're still talking the majority of our viewing area not seeing the heaviest rain quite yet, still to just barely the west of the viewing area. But if you live in places like Hampton, Poquoson, Newport News, you're starting to see some heavier rainfall moving through parts of the peninsula now. For parts of downtown Norfolk, light rain but heavy rainfall just on your doorstep. Deep Creek, Suffolk, you're already seeing some of that, but Deep Creek, you're up next for that. Virginia Beach oceanfront down to 64. So if you live in Town Center or you live near Hilltop, you're not seeing any rain right now, just cloudy skies. But within the next 20 to 30 minutes, we're talking rainfall on your doorstep with the heaviest rainfall just slightly behind that. Again, we are underneath a severe thunderstorm watch, which means ingredients are in place to see severe thunderstorm in the area. We have seen a little bit of this being chopped off as those storms move through over I-95, but the rest of our viewing area for the peninsula and south, we are still underneath that severe thunderstorm watch until 3 p.m. today for winds, thunderstorm winds up to 70 miles per hour. The potential for some half-inch hail and then frequent lightning. But again, regardless if you see a severe thunderstorm or not, you will definitely see very gusty winds from non-thunderstorm wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour for those gusts, sustained winds up to 30 for today. And this high wind warning goes until 3 p.m. Now, we are underneath a weather impact alert for those who are just now seeing this new branding, weather impact alert replaced weather alert day. It's still the same concept that we are highlighting the most impactful weather days when it comes to any type of weather, whether that's severe weather, whether that's winter weather or extreme heat or extreme cold. But we want to make sure that you know the impacts so you know how it will affect your day more than the fact of what the weather is. How will this affect you? Again, this is going to run from 9 to 6 p.m. So now until 6, and the impacts are strong winds. Again, non-thunderstorm wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour with that high wind warning. Thunderstorms could produce 70 mile per hour gusts within our severe thunderstorm watch. And what you need to do is secure loose items, meaning if you are not seeing any rain, you're not hearing any thunder or seeing lightning right now, take the opportunity to go outside, grab your trash cans, grab your loose house decorations or anything outside that could be blown away with the wind, move them inside. If you're underneath that severe thunderstorm warning right now, that is for Franklin and into Murfreesboro, then you are underneath this severe thunderstorm warning with a potential for a tornado possible. And again, this runs until 11:30 for the cities of Franklin and Suffolk. This is extreme southwestern Suffolk, so not downtown, but extreme southwestern Suffolk. Counties of Gates, Hartford, Isle of Wight, and Northampton County, North Carolina. This goes for another 20 minutes. I'm here, and meteorologist Hunter Force is also here, and so we'll keep you updated as this system moves through. Again, expecting this rainfall to continue through about 2 to 3 p.m. today, with a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 3 and a high wind warning in place until 3 as well. Again, I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson for 13 News Now, and I'm here to keep you safe. I'm here to keep you prepared, not scared. I'll see you when I get the next update, probably in the next few minutes.